This is the real sensei talks. So basically, what happened was when I was in China, I lived at a monastery called Xingyihua. You might have heard of it, in Jiangxi province. It's a newly opened Shaolin temple. And over there, there is special police forces guarding the temples they're in Chinese name, they're called Baowen. And so they're basically guarding the monastery because the monastery gets a lot of wealth from people pilgrimaging there, basically donating their money so Buddha can bless them. And so there's this one special force officer of Baowen who was very skilled in kickboxing, kung fu, boxing, sanshou, whatever. And next to me lived a Tai Chi disciple who would just stand motionless in a meditative posture like this. You might have heard of the beginning Tai Chi opening posture like this for like 4 hours every single day. He wanted to become a Tai Chi master. That was his goal for life, because basically this guy, like, he wandered from place to place all over China trying to find like real kung fu masters. He met like an 80-year-old who just like touched him in the chest, and this guy just like fell over. And like all over he went, he didn't really find real true masters except that 80-year-old. And you know, back then China, let me give you some history, how Mao Zedong really killed off all the kung fu masters because he thought they were too dangerous. And so basically what happened was the 80-year-old probably survived the Cultural Revolution and learned like real traditional kung fu. And so basically the Baowen, who was really good in sanshou, went to this Tai Chi master's dojo, and the Tai Chi master was like 40 some years old. And this is my next door, living in the room next to me was the Tai Chi disciple that would stand like this for 4 hours. He was actually a Baowen, but he wasn't really like trained in any martial arts. He's like a beginner in Tai Chi. But he did find this 40-some-year-old master, and he knew he was a true master because you all heard of Shu Shaodong beating the shit out of Tai Chi masters that are illegitimate and far out there thinking they're like true champions. MMA fighters are challenging all these true masters in China now who claim they're true masters. And you might have heard Shu Shaodong beating the shit out of like this Tai Chi master who was in this film documentary, and he was like one of the top Tai Chi masters in China. Well, this guy, he's based in Jiangxi province. He touched the beginner Tai Chi Baowen in the chest, and this guy flew back 8 feet, and he barely touched him. And then he also had this technique called steel arm, where he could basically hold his arm in one position and you could just like push down and you couldn't move his arm. And there was one kickboxer who thought he was good, and he went up to that master and tried to challenge him, and the master threw him on the ground, threw him far away. And you know, like, that's the true Tai Chi master when this special force officer went to this Tai Chi master, and he wanted to test his skill out, like he could take hits and stuff like that, and he touched him softly in the chest, and this guy couldn't sleep for like 3 months after. Like, he couldn't sleep well because one of his bones was kind of dented in his chest. And so basically what happened was I went over to that Tai Chi master's dojo. He didn't want to take me at all, my next door neighbor, the Baowen, because he thought like I was an American. I didn't have any like proper Chinese etiquette, even though I'm Chinese, and like I'm a Chinese American basically. And so what happened was he was riding his bike over there, and I just chased him all the way over there. He said, if you can chase me and keep up with me, I'll take you there. If not, then then you just have to find your way back. So this is the black snake, and this is the real sensei talks.